Wheelchair lacrosse may be the ultimate in crossover sports, as it combines elements of high-level chair maneuverability skills with full contact, all at the same time requiring the ability to catch and throw a ball with a lacrosse stick while in full motion. Mike Looney, Vice President of Wheelchair Lacrosse USA, believes the sport's future is bright, as an increasing number of basketball players nationally are gravitating to this emerging sport.
It's a sport that it's very fast, it's very aggressive, and yes, there's a lot of contact in the sport, but the contact is not the main draw of the sport. I think it's, just going out, pushing, and kind of, I always say, having fun with it. It's similar to like sled hockey. I think this is kind of a combination of sled hockey and basketball. Where sled hockey, you've got a little bit of the aggressiveness, and wheelchair basketball, you've got the finesse of being able to use the chair skills. When you play wheelchair basketball, if you have the ball, sometimes you can move with the ball in basketball. It's pretty easy. But in wheelchair lacrosse, it's a little more difficult to move with the ball. So a lot more of what you're trying to do is, if you have the ball, is kind of doing a pass and move. So get rid of the ball so that you can then get your momentum moving towards the goal and then get it back. And a lot of times just having that rolling shot, like in a lot of wheelchair basketball or other, wheelchair sports, a lot of times you're set and you're stationary. But in wheelchair lacrosse, you actually get a lot of momentum as you're rolling. So, that's always helpful. But I mean, for me, I recruit wheelchair basketball players. I can teach you how to catch and throw. It takes a little bit, but I can teach you how to catch and throw. But teaching you how to move a chair is more difficult. But if I can use a basketball player that knows how to use the chair, all I have to do is teach you how to catch and throw. Having played a lot of different wheelchair sports, the first time I played wheelchair lacrosse and I got hit and I fell over, I was in love. Like, it was like I was back to where I was prior to playing. Really, there's no major differences other than different players. It's a kind of a combination of the field game and box lacrosse. But it's full contact. I try to use a lot of the skills I've gained from being an able-bodied player to play wheelchair lacrosse. And I'm lucky in that I've played a lot of wheelchair basketball, so I have good chair skills, which has, helped me in kind of maneuvering and kind of going after the ball. But this, as compared to the field game, I think it's very close. And it's phenomenal, and absolutely love it. When we first started, we had exhibition games where we had two different teams. We brought in the team from San Diego, and we had guys from Maryland and Virginia, and we played down in Ocean City Classic in August. And you only had two teams. Now we're here at a tournament where we've got 10 teams playing, and it's slowly grown each year, where we now have regional tournaments. We have other, games going on during the season, where a lot of times, in the early goings, you were just practicing all summer just to lead up to the national tournament. And you're seeing new players coming in, and they've never played lacrosse before, but they've been in a chair and they absolutely love it. And just seeing the smile on their face when they're out there, and it's been great. And the board does a great job of trying to expand, and we're working on expanding for junior programs. We've got a lot of juniors in the Maryland, DC, Virginia area, so trying to grow it into that. I also like that able-bodied lacrosse, you're starting to see a lot more of it on TV, so you're starting to introduce that. And I'd hope that, as we grow, we can start incorporating those type of programs and using them. We do a lot of exhibition games with Johns Hopkins University men's team, University of Maryland's men's team. So we play against them, we put them in chairs, and it's a way for them to experience, and they love it. And it also helps them. Some of them may have a friend, they may have a family member that has a disability that may want to actually try out wheelchair lacrosse.